The recipe that I'm doing for you today comes directly from the last trip that I took to Indonesia on the island of Sulawesi. And I stopped at a sleepy little seaside restaurant and I had a wok-tossed salt and pepper crispy shrimp dish with a dipping sauce. The wok-tossed shrimp was a Chinese dish and the dipping sauce was the same one I'd had the year before in southern India. And I realized right then and there that this represented the perfect intersection of Chinese and Indian cuisines that make up such a backbone of much of the food that you eat in Indonesia. First thing we're going to do is assemble our dipping sauce. I've got some rice wine, chicken stock, soy, ginger, a couple of julienne chilies. In this case, I'm using jalapenos, some sliced fresh scallions, and a few cloves of garlic. Sugar goes into the sauce. My ginger, put a couple of slices of garlic, a fresh jalapeno chili, and last but not least, the shallots. This sauce is very chunky with onions and ginger and chilies. It's a dipping sauce in the sense that the onions and the chilies and the ginger are going to soak up the liquid seasonings and the sugar, and then you're actually going to eat the vegetables. I've got a whole bunch of shrimp and I've deveined them and butterflied them. Whenever I dredge seafood in egg white, I always like to put a little air in there. It helps it stick. These shrimp have been tossed with salt. I'm going to dump them into my egg bath. And I'm going to massage them around so I get egg in all those little nooks and crannies. I'm going to dredge them in cornstarch, making sure that they open up. We just take our butterflied shrimp and drop them into the oil. Our shrimp are cooked. And I'm going to take my oil into a pan, but I'm actually going to cook my aromatics. And those are these hot chilies. I don't crush them up, so they're not going to get too hot. I just want to toast them. And when the first of the smaller chilies start to blacken, I immediately add my scallions, add our shrimp back into the mix, still crispy and hot. And in this bowl, I have my salt, my pepper, and my sugar, and I just sprinkle some of that into my wok. And you can sort of see the clumps of salty, peppery goodness glue themselves. So there you have it. The salt and pepper crispy shrimp is one part of the dish. This fabulous shallot and chili dipping sauce for fried seafood is wonderful. The recipe is on the page you're on right now, travelchannel.com/bizarre. Print it, cook it, share it with friends.